Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter System of Linear Equations. The lessons we're going to cover today are solve a system of equations using substitution, solve a system of equations using substitution word problems, solve a system of equations using elimination, solve a system of equations using elimination word problems, so please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 10 math. Chapter we are on right now is system of linear equations. Let's just start with the lesson, that is solve a system of equations using substitution. So solve using substitution. Y equals negative 4. Negative 4x plus 5y equals 20. So you have to solve the equation using substitution method. The first thing you need to do is the isolate variable. But here we have variable y that is already isolated. That is y equals negative 4. So simply substitute y equals negative 4 in equation number 2. Replace the y with negative 4 and solve the equation, that is negative 4x plus 5 times negative 4 equals 20. So 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. Negative 4x negative 20 equals 20. So when you solve for x, that is x equals negative 10. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Solve using substitution. 5x plus 4y equals 3 and y equals negative 2. So variable y is already isolated. You just have to substitute the value in equation number 2. 5x plus 4y equals negative 3 and y equals negative 2. So simply replace this equation with y equals negative 2. 5x plus 4 negative 2 equals negative 8. 5x minus 8 equals minus 3. 5x equals negative 3 plus 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. So 5x equals 5 and x equals 1. The correct option is x equals 1. The correct option is x equals 1. So that is option number 1. 1 and negative 2 is the correct option. Solve using substitution. Y equals 3 and negative 3x plus 4y equals negative 3. So let's just solve this question for y equals 3. Okay, so replace the equation with y equals 3. Negative 3x plus 4 times 3 equals negative 3. That is negative 3x plus 12 equals negative 3. Move 12 other side. Negative 3x equals negative 3 minus 12. So that is negative 3x equals negative 15. X equals 5. So the correct option is x equals 5 and y equals 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve using substitution. So, which is the correct option? That is option number 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is solve a system of equation using substitution word problems. So let's just start with the lesson. Umar and Dalton got in trouble at football practice. Let's just start with the test questions. Umar and Dalton got in trouble at football practice and have to run laps as a consequence. Umar Umar, who runs at a rate of 4 laps per minute and had completed 12 laps already when he was joined on a track by Dalton. Dalton's pace is 6 laps per minute. At some point, the two will have run the same distance. How long will take that? How many laps will each boy have run? So let's just start with the lesson. So we have to write down the equation first and then we have to solve. So let me just write down the equations on the board and then we'll solve this question using substitution method, okay? So the equations are y equals 4x plus 12 and y equals 6x. So variable y is already isolated, right? So replace the equation number 1 with the value of y, that is 6x equals 4x plus 12. Move 4x other side, that is 6x minus 4x equals 12, so 2x equals 12 and x equals 6. You need to find the value of y, so replace the x with, that is 6 times 6 is 36. So the correct option is 36. Okay, let's just move on to next one. So 6 and 36 is the correct option. When an artist plans to paint and sell some miniature paintings, he just bought some brushes for $9 and paint canvas for each painting costs $75. He will sell each painting for $78. Once Owen sells a certain number of paintings, he will be breaking even. How much will Owen have earned? So we need to write down the equations. The first one would be 70 y equals 75x plus 9, and the second one would be y equals 78x. So now substitute the value of equation number 2 to equation number 1. So that is 78x equals 75x plus 9. 78x minus 75x equals 9, that is 3x equals 9 and x equals 3. Now replace this value with 3. So y equals 78 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 7 is 21 and 23. So that is 234. The correct option is x equals 3 and 234. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve a system of equation using elimination. Solve using elimination. 3x plus 6y equals negative 18 and 5x plus 6y equals 2. So you have to solve using elimination method. So you have to eliminate one variable. So when if you subtract both the equations, thus y would be eliminated. So let me just write down. 5x 3x plus 6y equals negative 18 and 5x plus 6y equals 2. So let's just subtract both the equations, right? That is negative 2x equals negative 20, x equals 10. So you have now the x value, put it in any of the equation and calculate the value of y. 5 times 10 plus 6y equals to 56x equals 2 minus 50. That is negative 48. So the values are y equals negative 8. That is option number. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. We are on the tutorial. Let's just start with the test questions. Ye- Solve using elimination. Okay, so let me just write down the equations on the board. That is negative x plus 10y equals negative 9, negative 19. X plus 3y equals negative 7. So just add simply, right? X minus x cancel out. 10 plus 3, 13y. Negative 19, negative 7, negative 26. So y equals negative 2. Now you can substitute y equals negative 2 in any of the equation and calculate the value of x. So that is x plus 3 times negative 2 is equals negative 7. X plus negative 6 is negative 7. X equals negative 7 plus 6. So x equals negative 1. that is -1 and -1 and -2. Solve using elimination method. 2x negative y equals -15. Let me just write them down on board. 2x minus y equals -15, and the other equation is a negative x minus y equals -3. So we have to eliminate one of the variable, right? So if we add both the equations, the y variable can be eliminated. So simply add the equations. Y and negative y cancel out. 2x plus x makes 3x. -15 and plus 3 makes -12, right? Now divide both sides by 3 to solve for x. So we have x equals -4. Now we have the variable value of one of the variable. So now use the equation number 2, minus 4 minus y equals -3. That is 4 minus y equals -3. Negative y equals -3 minus 4. Negative y equals -7. So y equals 7. That is -4 and 7. Solve using elimination. So simply add both the equations. Okay, so we can eliminate variable y by adding the equations, right? So -6 plus 6 is x. 8 minus 16 is -8. Now you can substitute x equals -8 in any of the equation and calculate the value of y. move negative 48 the other side, it would be then added. So negative 8y equals 32, y equals negative 4. So the correct option is negative 8 and negative 4. 48 minus 16 is 32. Then y negative 8 and 8. Hold on. You have negative x here, so x is 8. Let's just do this one again because I did a mistake. Negative x equals negative 8x equals 8, right? So 6 times 8 minus 8 times y is negative 16. 8 times 6 is 48. Negative 8y equals negative 16 minus 48. So 48 minus 48 and negative 8y negative 64. So y equals 8. So the correct option is 8 and 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 10 math. Chapter we were working on is system of linear equations, and the lessons we have covered today are solve a system of equations using substitution, solve a system of equations using substitution word problems, and solve a system of equations using elimination. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions?